Hey everybody, this is Mark Bozon with IGN Wii, and I'm here to take you through Call of Duty 3 video review. Call of Duty 3 is developed by Treyarch. They're the same people that made Big Red 1. You may have recognized it from the GameCube version. The game centers around the events following the Normandy invasion. It's basically the 88 days leading up from D-Day into actually taking over France by the Allied forces. Rather than dealing with all of World War II like you did in the previous Call of Duty game, this one's based on this singular battle. It's kind of a big pincer attack by the Canadians, the Polish, the Americans, and the British. And you'll be working, kind of jumping around from each squad there, and just kind of working to one common goal, which is taking over Chamboy. It's also known as the Falaise Gap. Obviously, the main advantage for the Wii version is going to be the control. Basically, you'll be using the nunchuck and Wii controller together. The Wiimote's going to be used to kind of aim at the screen and pull off your shots, zoom in, everything like that. The nunchuck controller is actually being used to move your character, also swap weapons, throw grenades if you have that enabled. One of the main focuses for the Wii version is not only in just the pixel-perfect control, it's also in all the battle actions, which is anything from like wrestling a weapon away from a German, driving a jeep, driving a tank, rowing a boat, anything like that. Rather than using it for button presses, they're actually trying to do it with Wii motion. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. Actions such as driving a jeep work really well. You actually raise up the controller next to your body and you drive as if you're actually holding a steering wheel. Things that don't quite work are fighting for a gun, where you're actually going to be like jabbing forward with the Wiimote and the nunchuck controller and throwing grenades. For whatever reason, the nunchuck controller just doesn't seem to work too well for throwing grenades. And when you're wrestling away a gun, there's some motions in there that just don't get detected, and it's really frustrating when you're trying to fight a German and he just keeps smacking you around because of it. Hopefully this is something they're going to be able to fix for future Call of Duty games. We know this one was definitely rushed, so if they can get it fixed in the next version, maybe make an exclusive Call of Duty game, be perfect. As a whole, the game feels really good, but it doesn't exactly look right. It's basically a mix between the Xbox version and the GameCube version as far as visuals. It doesn't really have the polish of like the 360 or the PS3 version, but any of the action, any of the debris you're seeing, a bunch of people running around on the battlefield, that's all going to be there. It just doesn't quite look as good. It supports widescreen and also 480p, which is nice, but it just doesn't have the graphical power that the other systems do. As a main final note, multiplayer has not been included in the Wii version. You can't play online and you can't play split screen or system link or anything like that. It's really disappointing since Call of Duty 3 is mainly focused on online play with up to 24 players on Xbox 360. So hopefully we can get that once Nintendo gets their online set up and nobody will have to play any split screen multiplayer. Ugh. Even despite its flaws, Call of Duty 3 is a pretty solid game. It's a great launch title and definitely the best feeling first-person shooter that we're going to have during our launch window. So it's a solid game. We gave it a 7.7. There are definitely things that can be worked on, things that they need to fix. For the full written review of Call of Duty 3, check out IGN.com.